set the money low. I'm a grand round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Hey. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back? Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Fields under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
He's coming. Double up.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
Set. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Fields. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Down. Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
To throw on second down. Fields. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Bernard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm going to come back.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Open man is Ross, complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 53.
From the gun, Fields. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here, baby. Your trip is here.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. One. No.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to feet.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Shift.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Mike 5'9". And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this time he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Steps away. And he coughed it up. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. One. Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Mariota now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Here I come. Here I come. That's it. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mixon with it. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check.
2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 24, Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Check. Check. 53 is mine. You. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I want that.
From the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes... down right there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Off play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Let's go now. Go. Check Mike, Watch the run, watch the run. Check Mike,
On 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to float this over. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Yo, watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Get your swerve on.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mariota to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2.
Let's go, D. Check 52. One. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Get him, boys.
Titans, 27.